What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you on a cryptocurrency stream. And guys, we still haven't broke out of this inverse head and shoulders yet. I want to show you guys exactly what I found in the pattern, which could lead out to having a new pattern playing out, which could yield a new breakout. And I want to show you guys exactly how to take that trade, whether long or short. And guys, we have several other alts to talk about today. These are some pretty crazy times in Bitcoin right now, to say the least. Are we putting in a higher low after higher low? Are we going to start working the steps back up? Or are we just kind of in for a long sideways movement? Or guys, are we going to dump further? An institution's going to push that price down into the 20s, guys. There's a lot to go over today. If you're not subscribed yet, definitely smash that subscribe button, smash that like button. And guys, I'm going to dive right into the price action. And if you haven't signed up using my links, you can save up to over $7,000 in bonuses just with using all of my links below. And if you sign up to Bybit right now, you can save over $2,600 in bonuses just by using my link right here. And don't forget about all of my giveaways, and be sure to check out the student program. Okay guys, so we definitely had a nice inverse head and shoulders right here, okay? Measured from its major point of resistance right through there. Okay, and we've been being rejected off it so far. Basically, we bounced off where we would have the breakout, so a bit of a rejection and possibly a new pattern forming out right here. Let's just talk about that. Wedge right here, which I already broke out to the top side here, and we could be forming another pattern right here as we speak, possibly another wedge, for instance, another consolidation to the right. And guys, remember to use your indications. For instance, pull up the EMAs so you can get a good idea of where that price action is moving in the immediate. So for instance, when we broke down into this pattern, for instance, we had another pattern up here. Okay, a couple moments of oversold territory. Remember, the volatility in crypto will not always yield us perfect targets. Okay, so we definitely had a strong breakout to the downside right there. Okay, measured from the back of the symmetrical triangle to the point of breakout, and guys, that was very easily hit. Okay, and then we still had some more patterns within patterns here. This was basically a fake out on a W formation right here. Okay, so right there, through there. And I would not call this the move. I would just call that a fake out. We basically retest the resistance of this potential pattern that started to form, guys. As soon as we actually started to form this, we started to potentially believe that we could form an inverse head and shoulders, and lo and behold, we did. Okay, and remember, guys, I'm on the hourly time frame right now, so you could always zoom in to the 30-minute, the 15-minute, or even the 5-minute to really analyze the patterns within patterns to get a really accurate representation of where the price action is moving. Okay, let me just give you another example of that. We obviously had two big wedges right here, but here's a nice W formation right here as well, and this one actually did break out nicely. Okay, measured from the top of the resistance to the point of breakout. A very easy hit, guys. That's the beauty of leverage trading. You can really make these micro trades worth something. For instance, if you even took it at the indication or the breakout, let's just say the breakout alone, that's 6.32%, guys. If you're even using 10x leverage, that's over 60, almost 70% right there. Okay, that's an amazing trade, guys. And then as soon as we got a couple touches up here, this top line formed, extended all the way down. Actually, it was respected, which was really nice. We were able to form the bottom line right here, okay? And then I actually did take this trade. So I took it right here at the crossing, okay? And wrote it up, and I actually am already out of this one. I used wedge theory, and I just got out around 5%. Okay, I was using 20x leverage. That's 100% for me, guys. That's really incredible. That's what I'm talking about. I really want you guys to hear that that's just how fast you can make money. This happened over 6 hours, and to be honest with you guys, I was sleeping for almost all of it. My alerts woke me up, and I just took my exit right there. Okay, as soon as it broke 40, my alerts woke me up. Quite simply, guys. Guys, you can go right up here to your alerts. For instance, let me give you an example of a more advanced alert. So for instance, instead of just setting a price and a value, you could obviously set an indication. So for instance, let's use the 7 and the 20. I love watching these crossings. So let's set it for the 7 close, crossing the 20 close, okay? And then you would just hit create. And basically, in simplicity, the message you would get is moving average exponential 7, crossing moving average exponential 20. And guys, when you get these kind of strong crosses, that's definitely a good indication to take a trade or be looking for a pattern breakout, guys. So that's what's really beneficial about having this alert system. It's definitely something you guys want to be implicating into your trade system. Guys, before we move forward, when we're thinking about a possible pattern playing out here, there's a couple things that could play out. For instance, if the price action was to go down a little further here, we could form another inverse head and shoulders maybe, okay? Or we could form some kind of wedge like this. okay? Or maybe we could even form, a triangle, something tightening up, waiting for a move, okay? Watch for your wicks to form out, and remember, there could be moments of oversold or overbought territory. Try to factor that in. But guys, it looks like we will be forming something over the next few hours here, guys. Definitely something to keep your eyes on. And something I'm definitely watching is the 55 close on the daily. Guys, in simplicity, when we break below the 55, we are very bearish. As you can see, we move down. Break above it, we start moving up. So a lot of people are very fearish of a rollover. For instance, the price just kind of rolling over like that, guys. And that's definitely reality we're faced with here as we are moving down, okay? We need to break reverse pressure, which I don't have it listed on this one, but it's basically like right there. It actually might be a little tighter. We might have actually broke it. So that's what's really interesting. We're either going to roll over and kind of continue down the path, or we can start to work back up. But like I said in my last video, guys, this could just be like a little mini accumulation phase, and in which case we could kind of go sideways, maybe down a little bit. And guys, let's be real. If institutions, greed is just as strong as, we might imagine it could, they could push the price down even further, down into the 30s or even the 20s again, guys. I would like to believe we don't live in a time of mass manipulation, but sadly we still do. But guys, just in simplicity, if we actually break below this 55, I will switch back to short-term bearish, okay? But as long as we're above this 55, that is definitely a very bullish sign, and it means the bears could be running out a little bit of steam here, which would be a really good thing for a lot of bag holders right now. And really quick, just before we move on to another coin here, guys, I just wanted to show you guys this bigger pattern as well, which is clearly playing out, okay? So for instance, we have a big ascending wedge here, okay? And I think we will get a big breakout out of this pattern over the next few hours, guys. Definitely today, okay? We will get a big movement up or down here. So guys, just remember, in simplicity, when we're waiting for this new pattern to form out here, we're gonna get an indication of where this breakout will happen, okay? So remember to play your indications. For instance, use your EMAs, your Bollinger Bands, your Stotch, all that in combination with volume. And if we break the resistance of the pattern, you go long. If we break the support, guys, go short. And remember to set your stop losses, guys. There's no excuses for getting wrecked around here, all right? Be very safe. Make sure you're protecting yourself. And guys, let's talk about Electroneum, okay? So we had a lot of really nice patterns here over the last few days. I'm just gonna draw a few of them out for you guys. So we have an ascending wedge right here, okay? Very clean. Just gonna keep drawing out the patterns for you guys, and then I'll actually draw out the targets, okay? And another one like that, a little horizontal triangle here, nice and tight. And remember, on the 1 hour, guys, we can obviously go down to the smaller time frames to really analyze this a little further. So that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down to the 15-minute, okay? And that tells a bit of a clear story here, okay? So this is what we've got. Okay, again, just a moment of overbought territory there, okay? Interesting. And we could be in a nice big wedge right now, okay? And remember, guys, we don't know how far they'll go, so just kind of play your indications. For instance, pull up your 7, pull up your 20. We crossed up, that's why we're moving up here. But guys, watch for a cross back down. We could break back down out of this. And guys, this is a major resistance zone. For instance, we topped out and then retraced into this area, so that's why we're kind of getting a lot of chop right here. Electroneum definitely needs to kind of break this plane to the upside. That would be a very good sign, guys. And if we do get volume in the market, that will push the price further. Okay, so I really think this project is going to get a big boost pretty soon, guys. It's been a little too quiet. My trigger was all the way back here. And guys, just for transparency, we have been actually moving up since then, so that's really nice. But, we're not out of the woods yet, guys. And remember, we can go back to the hourly and just look, and in simplicity, we are above the hourly, okay? So that's a very good sign that we could be moving up, but we need to hold that. We've kind of been teetering back and forth for the last week or so, guys. So again, just if good volume comes in, notice the volume is just so low right here, okay? There's a lot of fearful people right now. Remember, the greed and fear index is at basically extreme fear right now, okay? So I can't stress enough, guys, when the market is fearful, you need to be buying coin, and when it's very excited, and that's the time to be taking your profits right there, just in simplicity, guys, okay? So that's what I'm looking at for Electroneum. Okay, we could definitely be getting, you know, the same kind of pattern that's been going on in Bitcoin as well. We could have just a big inverse head and shoulders right here. And yes, it's basically being rejected, you know, like it's right through there. And it's bouncing around, it wants to break though. So for instance, if we can just break that plane, let me draw that a little cleaner for you guys. Okay, if we can actually break this plane, we could end up in a massive pump up, guys, and measured all the way down to the head there, okay? To the point of breakout, guys, we could hopefully see 1 cent and change, okay? We hopefully see 1 cent and change with this, guys, okay? So watch for your indications to take this trade, guys, but it could be happening soon. We're either gonna break up right here or we will break down, quite simply, guys. So just watch your indications. Remember to cross the road, start on bigger time frames, work down to smaller time frames, and back again in confirmation with your indications, and confirm with volume, okay? Must confirm with volume. Okay, guys, let's talk about Doge. So definitely still a lot of people very interested in Dogecoin, obviously. And just for transparency, guys, I will always, you know, consider this coin to be a bit of a joke, but in some ways that's why it's doing so well. It's something that can be pumped by the media and celebrities, and my gosh, guys, we've just had some major pumps this year. And a lot of people are very fearful right now that this is actually going to retrace pretty hard, and that's definitely very possible, guys. Remember what I said, take your entries off of the 4-hour from, you know, way back here, and you can easily make some good trades here, okay? But guys, just in simplicity here, if we can actually break out of this wedge here to the upside, guys, and using wedge theory, okay, measured from the back of the wedge, let's say we break out like right here, you could easily end up back above a major resistance zone, okay? This was a previous top, okay? So if we can punch back up above there, that's an extremely good sign, guys. And remember, just watch your indications. I like to do a lot of indication trades on Doge, for instance, just because you get a good early warning when the breakout's about to happen. And guys, just for transparency, you know, you can take trades all over the place. Like for instance, you could have taken a short over here, you could have taken a long right here, you could take a quick long right here, and not even talking patterns here. We're just talking indication plays for a moment, okay? And obviously, guys, lots of patterns right here. I'm not saying there's not. I'm just saying, talking about indications right now, okay? So guys, just in simplicity, if we can actually break the resistance right here, I'd be looking for a long, okay? Or if we get rejected, I would almost go short right out of it, at least down to here. Okay, we could easily go down and retest support of the pattern, but remember, guys, I like to really lock it in. I see a lot of influencers, they leave their trades open for a long time. I'll be transparent, guys. I think that's just to show you guys the trades a little bit. But guys, for me, I lock in my trades so readily, it's very hard to show them off, to be honest with you guys. I'm in and out of the market so quick. I don't linger at all. I think that's why I'm really doing so well. I think you can really maximize your profits by having more trades. It's all about, you know, an overall success rate and increasing your win percentage, okay? Making more money consistently so that when you do have a loss, which happens, guys, you know, it's not as harsh felt, especially it just dips into your profits. And guys, just real quick before I close up, I wanted to show you guys the extreme resistances and supports for Bitcoin right now. It's extremely important. Guys, again, if we just break around 42,000, that could be a great sign that we are starting to head back up, and maybe this was just a massive fake out. And let's be real, guys, we've talked about the institution manipulation, guys. I think it's the only thing that makes sense. And let's be real, they could push it down even further, and if they do, I will be putting every last dime I have into cryptocurrency. Why wouldn't you? And geez, if we break the $29,000 level, guys, that's an extremely bad sign. I'm going to end up breaking down even further, guys. So those are the two major levels that I'm watching right now. Think of it as its own individual channel, which is nice because we definitely have a big blue channel right here. But guys, let's just watch that in simplicity. We could do a lot of moving around here for a while. We could have a long sideways movement, but eventually we will break out of this area right here, and that will show us which way we are going for the immediate. And that's all the time I have for today, guys. These are pretty crazy times in cryptocurrency. Are we going to recover? Are we going to dump further? There's, you know, lots of stuff to be thinking about right now, guys. Make sure you're playing your indications and your patterns within patterns to get a good representation of where the price action is going in the immediate, so you can take your trades, whether long or short, guys. I really can't stress enough, if you're not making the gains that you feel like you should be making, I really am offering an amazing program for you guys. I can't stress enough. The success rate among the group is just phenomenal. And you just head right over to the Crypto Matrix student program at crypto-matrix.net. And guys, I'm even giving away $250 for the one lucky student who signs up out of 100, guys, and we are nearing that goal, so that giveaway will be done pretty soon. And guys, it's just so easy. I've made the website very easy for you guys to sign up. You know, you just click your pay, you can book your own account, or not your own account, you can book your own appointment, and then you're just on the schedule already. And we are doing a discount of the full course value to the end of the month, guys. I definitely suggest you guys take advantage of that. And I just want to remind you guys, you know, you could go to a group setting and pay a lot more money and maybe not absorb it all, guys. I can't stress enough. I've heard some horror stories meeting students, and the reality is, guys, the reason my course is doing so well is the one-on-one attention and how well I am at giving the information. It makes it really absorbent for you guys, and that's half the battle. It's all about expediting your trading process. Remember, I've been at this 10-15 years, and really what that's giving you is the skipping over of all the trial and error and the mess ups. And my gosh, guys, the reality is, if you guys just can replicate what I'm teaching, you guys might surpass me someday. You're learning faster than I did. So you guys have a lot of potential in my program. I can't stress enough, if you guys want to discover your financial freedom, reach out to me today at bitcoindestar@gmail.com. My buddy Mitch will be happy to send your onboarding email, or you can head right over to the website and just book everything yourself. And guys, it's totally automated at this point, so that is the future, but a lot of people are still signing up the old way, guys. But the website is now live. Definitely go check it out, guys. And remember, if you don't come from a rich family must come from you. And with cryptocurrency, I make it as easy as riding that wave. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.
Audio Jungle.